Who says it? That's such a great trying to this nightmare.
Legendary heavy metal band Anthrax are back in the studio putting the finishing touches on their highly anticipated new album, which the band plans on releasing in 2011. The new album, which is tentatively titled Worship Music, will be the band's follow-up to We've Come For You All, which was released back in 2003. The band's new album was to feature lead vocalist Dan Nelson, but the band parted ways with Nelson after the initial recording stages in 2009, leading to the delays of the album's release. After a stint with vocalist John Bush, the band is once again reunited with former vocalist Joey Belladonna, who returned to the band on their recent Big Four tour of Europe with Metallica, Slayer, and Megadeth, and who will be the featured vocalist on the upcoming album. Belladonna, who took over vocal duties for Anthrax back in 1984, left the band for the first time in '92, then had a second stint in the band from 2005 to 2007. But when Anthrax were asked to take part in the Big Four tour, the seeds were planted about the possibility of a third reunion with Joey Belladonna. Artisan News caught up with the one and only Scotty in to get his thoughts on having Joey Belladonna back in Anthrax.
When we first got called about the Big Four, that's what got the wheels spinning about asking Joey to come back in the band, because it just seemed like that was the band, that was the band of the time, the Joey Belladonna Anthrax is the band that I think of when I think of the Big Four. I think of the Among the Living record. I think of 86, 87, of that time period. And so it just made sense, and we met up with Joey in New York, and we had, you can't even call it a meeting. We got together, and we drank some coffee, and what do you think? Do you want to do this? He's like, yeah. And we're like, let's go. And like full speed ahead, and jumped right into those Big Four shows. And then from that to this, and all the while in between and during, been working on the material.
Scott also talked about the band's plan of having the album finished by the spring of 2011.
And we're at a really good place now where, we're almost ready to go. We've got 8 things are recorded. We've only got to go in and re-record like 2 or 3 songs, and then of course Joey's going to sing on everything, and we hope to have a record done by springtime and out sometime in 2011.
As of press time, Anthrax has no further tour dates scheduled in 2010 as they continue to work on their upcoming record. After a brief run of tour dates with the Big Four in Europe in the summer of 2010, the band is hoping to finally take the Big Four tour to North America in the next year or two, although that's just talk at the moment, as nothing has been finalized yet. Look for Anthrax to announce a new run of tour dates in 2011 in support of their first studio album since 2003.